Chapter 13. Human Life, Grassland and Desert. Reading Objectives. Temperate grassland, the prairies, the velds, the Sahara Desert, the cold desert Ladakh. Just as a forest can be defined as the place where trees are the main type of vegetation, grassland can be defined as region where grasses form the dominant type of plant life. Human life in desert is quite different than in temperate grasslands. A desert is a hostile, potentially deadly environment. Grasslands make up almost a quarter of the total land surface. As climate plays an important role in the formation of grasslands, it is generally used as a basis to divide the world's grassland into two broad categories: those that occur in temperate grassland and those that occur in the tropical grasslands. Deserts are characterized by low rainfall, scanty vegetation and extreme temperatures. Depending on the temperatures, there can be hot desert and cold desert. Temperate grassland. Temperate grasslands are situated between 30 degrees and 50 degrees latitudes in both the hemispheres in the interior of the continents. There are 6 large areas of temperate grasslands, example prairies in North America, velds in South Africa, the pampas in South America, the Canterbury Plain in New Zealand, the Murray-Darling Basin in Australia and the steppes in Central Asia. Enrich yourself. In northern climates, the grass stays short because these areas have cold winters and dry hot summers. Fires on prairies and grasslands are common. After a fire, the grass grows again and comes back even thicker and healthier. 25% of the earth is grassland. The prairies. The temperate grasslands of North America are known as the prairies. The prairies are stretched from the Rocky Mountains in the west to the Great Lakes in the east. For the most part, prairies are treeless and the grass is about 2-meter high, cover the entire region. It is actually a sea of grass. From the map you can see that the prairies cover parts of United States of America and parts of Canada. Climate. The average rainfall is moderate in this region, which is suitable for the growth of grass, and the temperature varies from 20 degrees Celsius in summers and up to -20 degrees Celsius in winter. In winters, a thick layer of snow covers the region. Flora and fauna. Due to moderate rainfall, trees and large shrubs are not down here. Places that receive rainfall over 50 centimeters are suitable for farming as the soil is fertile. Though the major crop of this area is maize, soybean, cotton and potatoes etc. Areas where rainfall is very little, grasses are short and sparse. These areas are suitable for cattle grazing. Where water is available, trees like willow, poplars and alders grow. Bison or the American buffalo is the most important animals of this region, but due to hunting it is on the verge of extinction and now a protected animal. The other animals found in this region are rabbits, coyotes, gophers and prairie dog. People. 2 of the most developed countries in the world, USA and Canada, are located in this region. Scientific methods of cultivation and use of tractors, harvesters combined has made North America a surplus food producer. The prairies are also known as the granaries of the world, due to the huge surplus of wheat production. This area is of the abundance of the milk-producing animals, hence the dairy farming is another major industry. In American prairies, Chicago, Minneapolis, Indianapolis, Kansas and Denver are the important cities, and in Canadian prairies the important cities are Edmonton, Saskatoon, Calgary and Winnipeg. Fact 1. The prairies or the grasslands are found mostly in 2. Prairie dogs are common in. Get to know more. Desert is an arid region characterized by extremely high or low temperatures and has scarce vegetation. Extensive area of treeless grasslands are known as prairies. The prairies are also known as the granaries of the world. Animals that give milk known as milch animals. The residents of a religious community in Ladakh, known as monastery. Perak is a Ladakhi costume. The velds. The temperate grasslands of South Africa are called the velds or velds, particularly the flatter area covered in grass or low scrub. Velds are rolling plateaus with varying heights ranging from 600 meters to 1,100 meters. Much of the interior of southern Africa of high plateau is the high veld. This area is characterized by flat terrain grasslands. The climate is modified tropical and subtropical. Some surrounding lower areas are known as the low veld. These areas are less cultivated and are very hot. The velds receive rainfall mainly in the summer months from November to February. This is mainly because of the warm ocean currents that wash the shores of the velds. Flora and fauna. The velds region supports an enormous variety of natural vegetation. The vegetation cover is sparse. In the high velds, acacia and marula are seen to be growing. The animals of the velds are primarily lions, leopards, cheetah and kudu. People. Velds are known as cattle grazing and mining. The soils are not very fertile. However, where the land is fertile, crops are grown. The main crops are maize, wheat, barley, oats and potato. Cash crops like tobacco, sugarcane and cotton are also grown. Sheep rearing is the most important. Economy. The velds have rich reserve of minerals. Iron and steel industry had developed where coal and iron are present. Gold and diamond mining are major occupations of the people of this region. Do you know, veld, field, is a name given to various types of open country in southern Africa that is used for pasturage and farmland. Searching dictionary. Milch animal. Animals that give milk. Pasturage. Grassland used for grazing cattle. Extensive. Covering or affecting a large area. The Sahara Desert. The Sahara Desert is the largest desert of the world. It has an area of about 8.54 square kilometers. The Sahara Desert touches 11 countries. These are Algeria, Chad, Egypt, Libya, Mali, Morocco, Niger, Sudan, Tunisia and Western Sahara. Sahara's environment is considered the harshest environment on Earth. Climate. The climate of Sahara Desert is very hot in day. It has a short rainy season. The sky is cloudless and clear. Days are unbelievably hot. The temperature during the day as high as 50 degrees Celsius, which heats up the sand and bare rocks, which in turn radiates heat making everything hot. The nights may be freezing cold with temperatures nearing 0 degree. Flora and fauna. There is no remarkable vegetation found in Sahara. The only vegetation is cactus, dates, palms and acacia. In some places there are oases in deserts. Oases are places in deserts which have water and vegetation. Without these oases, it would be impossible for humans and animals to cross the desert. Some species of animals found in Sahara including jackals, foxes, scorpions, hyenas and many varieties of snakes and lizards etc. People. The majority of people living in Sahara are nomads. These are nomadic tribes rearing livestock such as goat, sheep, camels and horses. These animals provide them with milk, hides from which they make leather belts, slippers, water bottles. Hair is used for mats, carpets, clothes and blankets. The cold desert, Ladakh. Ladakh is cold desert and the largest province of the Himalayan state Jammu and Kashmir. It is stretched to the Karakoram range of mountains in north and the Zanskar mountains in the south. The altitude of Ladakh varies from 3,000 meters to 8,000 meters. Due to high altitude climate is extremely cold and dry. It is popularly known as cold desert because it receives very less rain. The area experiences freezing winds and burning hot sunlight. You will be surprised to know that if you sit under the sun with your feet in the shade, you may suffer from both sunstroke and frostbite at the same time. Flora and fauna. Due to lack of rain, this area has almost negligible vegetation like hot desert. Trees of willows and poplars can be seen in the valley. During the summers, fruit trees such as apples, apricots and walnuts bloom. The animals of Ladakh are wild goats, wild sheep, yak and special kind of dogs. People. Ladakh is very thinly populated because of its hostile environment conditions. Ladakh is mainly inhabited by the followers of Buddhism. Several Buddhist monasteries spread all over the Ladakh. Winter is so harsh here. In the summer season people are busy in cultivating barley, potatoes, peas, beans and turnip. Leh, the capital of Ladakh, is well connected by both road and air. Tourism is the major activity, as so many tourists visited Ladakh from India and abroad. Tourists also visit Ladakh to attend the Hemis festival in June to July. This is the prestigious festival of Ladakh. Almost half of Ladakhis are Shia Muslims and the rest are mostly Tibetan Buddhist. Vegetation is extremely sparse in Ladakh except along stream beds and wetlands on high slopes and in irrigated places. Ladakh has a great diversity of birds. A total 225 species have been recorded. Word to know: Sahara is the largest desert of the world. Life in Sahara is found near oases where nomads rest for a while and migrate in search of water and food. Ladakh is termed as cold desert, owing to its sub-zero temperatures during winters. The veldt in South Africa are classified into high veldt and low veldt. The prairies of the grasslands are found mostly in North America. The prairies or the grassland are found mostly in the North America. The temperate grasslands are located in the mid-latitudes.